Great to have you with us from Brooks Stadium in Conway, South Carolina. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey guys, I caught up with the Coastal Carolina head coach before the game. Focus is going to be essential. Play by play. He understands completely that they have a big opponent coming in here next week, top 25. But this opponent in front of them today is not to be taken lightly. He wants to make sure his players are looking at them and understanding they have quality players too, and not look ahead.
Oh, what vision! And there he goes! They won't get him! It's a touchdown!
Dude, people still fill in the stands, and he takes the opening kickoff back to the house to fire up the crowd, fire up his teammates. What a start for this young man.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Georgia's offense to go on the attack first. And they've got the veteran, this senior quarterback, to guide the ship. He was sacked 4 times and threw a couple of interceptions last time out. Fresh set of downs going up top. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Second down to the air. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down.
Here we go. Ready, go.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires on the move. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Georgia sends out the punt team. Makes a nice grab at the 25. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And let me tell you about these linebackers. This group can make life miserable on any offense. Offense in a bunch formation. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Scanning the field, it's Kelly. Rushes on. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. And the Chanticleers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, gonna throw it. He's got it. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down. The Chanticleers line up to punt it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Makes the catch, it's Akbar. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. From the gun, it's Dickerson. He'll move it ahead and a good productive play on the ground. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Finds a crease, it's Downs. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go, ready. Go.
Fresh set of downs going to the air. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. They'll need a bunch on second down. scrambles and throws off the RPO. And the Dogs are facing 3rd and inches. Powers inside. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Bulldogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Right back to the well. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Finds his big tight end. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Go straight ahead. He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The run inside. It's Downs. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Takes the handoff. It's Dickerson. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Georgia lining up to punt it away. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call. That's just an obvious face mask penalty there. No way you're getting away with it. Got to keep your composure there. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a man. It's Kelly. Rush right in his face. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. They'll run it. There he goes. The 40. At the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Coastal! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass on second down. In the backfield, it's Akbar. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. He lobs one high down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Finds a seam. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
There's usually two different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. The Chanticleers now ready to go on offense. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Nowaski. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Kelly. Gets a hand in there.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions and big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
Here comes the heat. And it's knocked away, incomplete on third down. And the Chanticleers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Pulls and fires complete. He's past the 30. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Under pressure. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. 2nd and long here. Quick give. It's Nowaski. Enough to move the chains. Got a little grass. Touchdown, Chanticleers! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Off play action on first down. It's caught downfield. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Got his man. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw one first. Oh, pressure's coming. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Here we go, ready. Blue 22, blue 20. Hey, move. Ready, go.
Running inside, it's Nowaski. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Kelly. Back's got it on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen.
And that's not a surprise play call for this offense. A lot of times, man, after a tackle for a loss or a play that goes behind the line of scrimmage, they want to get those chunky yards back. They want to get back to 3rd and manageable. They dial up the screen. They get some positive yards. Now put themselves in a position to be more successful on 3rd down.
The shot that clears with the 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Throws for the tight end. Working on the right. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Bought a little time, lets it go. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Makes the grab. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. And here's the return. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Straight ahead, it's Dickerson. Knocked down immediately. And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
Ready, go.
They'll run it on the counter. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They're all over him. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Drops back on 1st down. Reels it in. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Timeout on the field, and that's the 2nd call by Georgia. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Fresh set of downs going up top. Keeping his eyes downfield. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Second down, gonna throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Nice play to knock that one down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the number 14 team, the UCLA Bruins. And it's the Sooners looking to extend that win streak to 4 in a row. It's one of the better coaching jobs in football right now, and a nice payday could be on the horizon. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big 12. Now back to your game on the surf turf. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there. Georgia sends out the punt team. Hauls it in at the 25. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. So the Coastal Carolina offense takes over, and they'll go to work from here. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really makes the catch, and he's free. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hits inside, it's Nowaski. Gain of 8 yards on the play, he's too short of the first down. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Back to pass, it's Kelly. Got his man in the middle. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. And the shot to clear has come to the line with a new set of downs. Sells the run, wants to pass. Buying time to his right. On the run, fires downfield. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Nowaski. Picked up maybe 3 on the play. It's 2nd and 7.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. The shot that clears go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking for the edge. He'll toss it. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Coastal! Excellent pass by the back on the option. That's his 3rd score of the game, and he's up to double figures with 10 on the season.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down.
Here we go, ready. 25.
Throws it off the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. RPO complete. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The run inside. It's Downs. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. Now on 2nd down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Whip it out to the back on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Trying to make one miss. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Play action on 1st down. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Makes the grab. Across the 25, he's got room. He's brought down the one of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Still looking to his right. And they save the touchdown, getting him out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Burrowing for yardage. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, shot to clear. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Coming out with it, it's Grimes. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Long way to go on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Downs. He gets it up to the 17 before being wrestled out of bounds. Now facing 3rd and short from their own 17. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Look out! Keeps it going. Slings it. Found the spot in the defense. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That's the end of the period, and Coastal Carolina has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work in the final period of this one.
Ready, ready. Red 54, red 50.
Motion from the wideout.
Go, go.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down.
Here we go. Ready. Ready to go.
Looking to throw. Out wide right, it's Akbar. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and they might get some extra. It looked like a face mask to me. He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. They'll send the tight end in motion. Gonna look downfield again. Snags it. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Dogs have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Misses badly on that one.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down.
Ready, go.
Looking for the marker. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, and the defense holds. They'll move the wide receiver. Now on the move. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be...
Lots of room to run. He's at the 30. He's at the top. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The handoff as they run the counter play here. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. 2nd down to the air. He'll get rid of it. He's got an open man. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Bulldogs peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on first. It's picked off, and another empty drive. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Nowaski.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop.
He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Yeah, and they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance throwing for touchdowns.
Looking deep. Got it. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Quick give. It's Downs. And they'll nose it back to the line of scrimmage, but that is it for the play and for the game. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.